for me, the maddest story of the night. Tom Tugendhat orders a review of left-wing civil servant training over indoctrination fear. Now, this is based on an article in the Fathom Journal. Anna Stanley, she used to work for the government. She was a civil servant. She went along to a course provided at King's College, famous university all around the world, about terrorism, and she posits that this course was essentially a national security risk because the lecturers over these 5 weeks or so they did the course just said some mental stuff like, you know, one man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist, and as talking about condemning terrorism is endorsing the power of the strong over the weak, and that we shouldn't focus on prevent because it's inherently racist, because it focuses on Islamic extremism, even though 70%-ish of UK terror attacks are Islamist in nature. And then things like Joe Rogan and Douglas Murray are far right, and how do we suppress them? We need to find a way for society to suppress them. So all of this stuff, and this has been taught to our civil servants, people working for the Foreign Office or whatever. So it just shows the bias within the system and being perpetuated within academia. These people need to be rooted out of academia, rooted out of the civil service. They're harming our country. They're coming away believing these thoughts. Terrorists are like supporting terrorism. It's mental.
Yeah, they literally call Hamas terrorists freedom fighters. It's insane. And also, King's College London is funded by Qatar. Yeah. Well, they're actually interchangeable terms. But they take millions of pounds from Qatar. And this happens with a lot of our colleges. And then we wonder why, you know, credos, ideologies that harm the West are being promoted and promulgated on university campuses. I mean, this is essentially, you know, critical race theory that splits the world up into oppressors and oppressed, and, you know, that manifests itself.
Terrorists and the terrorists.
yeah. But this is disgusting. But what's more disgusting is Tom Tugendhat, after 14 years of Conservative rule, is finding out that the government, our supposedly Conservative government, is funding training for government employees that is anti the government, anti the West, promotes terror. Is absolute nonsense. We should have been right on this right from the start. People should be clapped in irons when they do this. As it is, you know, Labour are going to be in a couple of years when it's all going to be mandatory.